So why did the US trust Pakistan's ISI with all these granular details of, who was receiving CIA money, weapons, and supplies within that anti-Soviet resistance?
At the time that I wrote this book, Ghost Wars, which was, published 20 years ago, uh, I interviewed a fair number of CIA officers who were involved in collaborating with ISI and asked them that question. One theme that came through was that this generation of operations officers charged with carrying out covert actions, recruiting spies, that part of the CIA, they were post-Vietnam. They had internalized a lesson of the Vietnam defeat, which was we are not really built for picking winners and losers in the emerging world. We should concentrate on what we do well, which is to challenge the Soviet Union, to maybe recruit Russian spies, but picking which of more than a dozen Afghan political military factions ought to get which guns. That's a recipe for failure on our part. And so why not let ISI do it? They advertised themselves as the local experts. They managed the frontier. They had started to shape some of these groups and leaders before the Americans really got seriously interested in supporting the Afghan rebellion. And once that momentum was going, then the Americans sort of consoled themselves with the idea that ISI was doing what it should do, managing the Afghan factional politics. The US was doing what it should do, providing the very best and most deniable weaponry to aid the Afghans and helping ISI train them on it. And the Saudis, which were the third big member of the coalition, were doing what they do best, which was writing very large checks. And that was working very well through the 1980s